5 non-Kashmiris, in fact laborers from Bengal, have been killed by terrorists in Kulgam in South Kashmir. 6 others were also injured in that particular attack. Now these people in fact hailed from Murshidabad in Bengal, and one of the out of the 6 who was injured is also very critical. The pictures on your screen are of the family of those laborers from Murshidabad in Bengal. Let's go across now to my colleague Mir Farid, who joins us live this morning. Farid, yet another incident where it seems terrorists have targeted those who are working as laborers or seemingly from outside Kashmir. This time it was laborers from Bengal.
That's right, Varun, and this is the biggest of these incidents. We know that there's a systematic execution, or should I say pattern, in which these suspected militants have been hitting these laborers, or even if you talk of drivers or apple traders, they have been targeted. You talk of the last 15 to 20 days, this is the 5th attack, and this is the biggest one, because 5 of them were shot dead late last night in Kulgam. And 1 is still critical. He is in hospital, so that makes it 6. Out of 6, 5 were shot dead. 1 is still critical, and after that, the police teams went into a tizzy. We know that they reached the spot, and then there was a search and combing effort. But clearly, this is now a systematic killing, a pattern to this. This is not just one-off incident, one after the other. There has been a series of such attacks, and this obviously means that there is definitely a loophole as far as security apparatus is concerned. A massive security, let me tell you, in that part of South Kashmir. You have thousands of CRPF personnel, you have army units, you have police, you have paramilitary, and in spite of assurances by the government and the security agencies that they have devised a mechanism, there is an SOP, and they will ensure foolproof security for these laborers and for these non-locals. But again, that's not the case, and militants literally are hitting at will. So this really has to stop somewhere, and we have been told that a massive search operation has been launched and will be launched in the coming days in that area to basically marginalize and take care of these militants. Our sources in the police tell us that they have identified them, and the locals basically, and also assisted by non-locals who have recently infiltrated. But the fact of the matter is that they are doing it, and that has led to fair psychosis in South Kashmir, and especially amongst people, apple traders, and if we talk of truckers, because obviously if your life is in the line of fire, you would not really come into the Kashmir Valley. You will think twice, and that is going to hit the trade further here.
Right, you know, exactly that, because Farid, we've already seen trade, literally collapse in Kashmir following the suspension of internet, following the suspension of special status for Kashmir ever since the shutdown. And this is only going to further worsen the situation, because this looks like looks like a pattern where those who seem to be non-Kashmiris are being targeted in a rather systematic fashion by terrorists.
Well, absolutely. The trade, the commerce side, if you talk of the Kashmir Valley, it has been very badly hit since 5th of August. We know the kind of clampdown. There was a survey, and around 10 crore rupees per day is the loss to just the business community of Srinagar. You can imagine other places, and especially if you talk of the apple season, this was the time. It's an 8,000 crore industry, and this year it is literally in tatters. Yes, North Kashmir traders have been able to send their supply out, but if you talk of South Kashmir, it's literally in bits and pieces. And since there is a civil disturbance, and then now you have these militant activities, so these people are literally sandwiched, and so is the man on the street, the common Kashmiri, because since 5th of August, he's seen so many things, from a shutdown, from curfew to shutdown to communication blackout, wherein still there is no internet in the Kashmir Valley, though mobile phones have started to work, no prepaid, no internet, and the way things are going is still some time away from those services returning. So it's a multifold thing that has hit the common man, and now especially if you talk of the traders, business community, they are the worst sufferers. And now with these attacks, these literally are acting as the last nail in the coffin as far as the industry. And now since truckers have been targeted, so it is going to have a ripple effect on all other aspects, not just the apple industry, because the truckers are the lifeline. They bring in supplies into the Kashmir Valley, and if they stop
That's
doing
right.
that, or if they even charge more for that, it is going to directly impact the industrialists and traders, entrepreneurs here, and their situation is going to get even worse post this. Viren?
Thanks, Fareed, for joining us this morning. This is another tragic story. Report of 6, in fact, laborers who were killed. In fact, 5 laborers were killed, rather, in Kashmir, and others who were also injured. This is the latest deaths. Now, 11 deaths have taken place of workers of this sort, laborers, truck drivers, terrorists targeting largely non-Kashmiris. In fact, in the last couple of weeks, 11 deaths, as I said, due to these sorts of incidents, potentially scaring those who would even want to venture into the valley.